Thank you for attending my lecture on why Wynncraft 2.1 Trapper is a math problem. I'm your guest lecturer, Anna, and there will be a test at the end of the class, and it will be worth 100% of your grade. I suggest you bring your calculators, amnesis, neurons, and definitely leave your brainwashes behind. Also, please say hi to our class pet, Poofball, who is most definitely not evil and plotting to overthrow all of humanity. With that in mind, let's first take a look at how Trapper functions. Trapper deals damage through your various summons as well as your bombs. Your arrow bomb sets a trap on the ground, and abilities can upgrade this trap. You use your summons to wear down your enemies while forcing them to your minefields. In a nutshell, you act like an AP miner unit all by yourself, also having the experience of being a Pokemon trainer. Trapper seems like a pretty normal archetype. To be honest, it seems kind of shit. It seems outclassed by both Sharpshooter and Bolt, right? So what makes it worth it over the others? Well, for one, you have unparalleled reliability, similar to Acrobat. With Bolt Slinger, you have to hug your target to do any damage, and often you just get swatted. For Sharpshooter, you rely on focus to do damage, but then you end up not having enough walk speed to kite something, and then you end up dying to horde mobs because you have no AoE. There's a lot more nuance, but I won't get into it today, given our limited time. However, with Trapper, you can do AoE and insane single target burst damage while not really having to worry about either of the problems. We got some fun stuff. So, Chilling Snare exists now. More traps, got more traps. Mana Traps, got more traps. Tangled Traps, got more traps. Patient Hunter gives more traps. Stronger Patient Hunter gives more traps. I can think you see in the common reinsurance here. You just get a ton of traps. Not completely a Trapper thing, but Air Shield got one more charge, and it also gives us resistance and got its KB buffed, which is nice. The update also buffed Trapper in a more indirect way by simply just increasing the amount of traps you can get. Some funny aspects that increase this to insane levels are Chaotic Demolition, Upkeep Charges, Fragmentation Rounds, Extreme Firepower, as well as Bullet Hell if you feel like it. Needless to say, Trapper's embodiment of persistent predation is also insane. Not to mention Labby is also just insane. I don't think I need to explain why. Trapper with bombs also got some fun new toys to play around with, like Nuclear Mimesis and Herald of Ruin. Briar's Embrace, while not new, is still a great non-mythic option as well. With all these buffs, as well as the buffs and aspects, I can definitely see Trapper being a more prominent archetype in the future. Question 1. Take into account Labby, the trap changes, as well as aspect of Chaotic Demolition at max level. What is the maximum amount of traps you can have at a time? I'll give you a minute. Feel free to pause the video and go back to check. If you did your calculations correctly, then you should get D. 26 traps, which is fucking insane amount of traps just to have down at once. The burst damage is unholy, not to mention Labby's major ID if you have the traps aligned correctly. Question 2. Taking into account bouncing bombs, grit bombs, and their aspects, how many traps are possible off of just one air bomb? Again, I'll give you a minute to pause to go back. If you got it correct again, you should end up with D. 24 traps off of a single arrow bomb. If you're not running Labby, then that's your entire field down. If you are, that's still pretty much your entire minefield just laid down with a single bomb. Who came up with this thought it would be balanced? Like, well, it's balanced in the fact that it'll probably be like a really like sparse, spread out field, and in a good amount of cases the bomb probably won't build substantial damage against a single boss, but still. If you got both questions right, then congrats, you passed with 100%. In conclusion, Trapper is a very fun playstyle and got indirectly buffed in the 2.1 update by just increasing the max traps cap to a possible 26, as well as some funny new aspects. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.